Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And this is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoy tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Hokies offense comes on the field first today. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year. I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
It's a quick grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking downfield, it's Wells. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The Hokies come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And the Hokies look to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the ball. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down, looking to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up a 3rd down. And they pick up the first on the ground. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. This offense comes out immediately, gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings them 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Miranda. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
Receiver makes the grab.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the 1st down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Good enough for 1st down yardage.
A thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a 1st down on the ground, and they've got so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for the wideout. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Snags the quick throw. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he finds his target. He has the 1st. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Using his legs here. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense has got the football.
Chris, at the risk of stating the obvious, in these conditions, the ball carriers have got to do a better job of securing the football, because if that ball gets away from you, chances are it's going to get on the ground and a turnover.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him about the 14. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Tackle made after just a short gain. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Can he get there on the ground? Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So Virginia Tech, Kirk, is on top at the moment. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And here's the return now from midfield. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Frustration in the last drive. They moved it into plus territory, but coughed it up. Can't afford that down on the scoreboard now. Some hard running there through a tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And the Trojans looking to keep this drive rolling. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. 2nd down and goal. A run to the left, trying to find Pater. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Second down and goal upcoming. We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. His way in for the score. Touchdown, Southern California. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Virginia Tech offense is back up. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Now it's second down here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. The Trojans will bring their punt team on the field now. It's on to kick it away, helping this team with field position. And the punt coverage team able to touch it, so no return on the play.
Well, an ideal punt, and it leads to the term complementary football, because them doing this puts their defense in a great spot, and it gives them a chance, if they're going to get aggressive, to try to get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts the defense in a position of strength.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They don't pick up much. They do avoid the safety, but no breathing room. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Oh, nowhere to run inside. That's going to be a safety. So after giving up the safety, here's the free kick. Ball fielded near the 35. They get it down at the 39-yard line after an excellent return. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the senior quarterback off target there, threw it behind him.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Looking to pass here on second down. This time, a completion. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40. The Trojans hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got it.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And it's good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half.
That makes the score Virginia Tech 10, USC 9.
Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Now they're running on the toss.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works really well here. Big people out front being physical, pick up the first down.
The run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Tries the right with a quick throw. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Fires it to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and a receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's got some open field ahead. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
USC 9.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Handoff from the shotgun. Second and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner is brought down. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Deep shot caught right at the 10. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
The Hokies line up with a 1st and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Ball back at the 6 for a 2nd and goal off that loss. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And the defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line. So now on comes the field goal unit. After connecting on his 1st try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. And that is no good. And the lead remains at 8 after that miss.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to his target. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always known over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
And they get the completion. Breaking free at the 35. He's out of bounds after a nice gain, and finally a spark of life from this offense.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. He makes the grab.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They're going to run it. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. What is the final play of this period? So, Kirk, it's Virginia Tech in the lead, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Off-play action, he's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
And that one straight down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Wells. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw. So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. They get him down after a short return, but the offensive motor working with 44.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the grab, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And there's the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Now with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Touchdown Trojans. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
And he stopped short. The defense makes a play, and now in the 4th quarter, it's still a 1-point game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's the offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, SC. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
USC. Virginia Tech. 17.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Catch made on the out route. Goes down after making the grab, picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down mark. Here's the second down play. The shotgun running play call. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And here comes a deep shot. He's picked for a third time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And looking for a big play here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Trojans will have to kick this away.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
And he fields it at the 15. And the returner will be brought down. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know they didn't pick up the first down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your one timeout, and now you got a real chance.
And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Can he take it all the way? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it in.
Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, USC. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
32, Virginia Tech, 17.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Wells. And this one is caught. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. And the Hokies will line up now. It's 1st and goal. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the protection breaks down yet again. Another sack. Now they're going to hustle to the line and get set. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they